Hey, I'm Walt Mossberg, and here I am at UCLA Anderson, talking to you about the 6 big things coming in tech that you should be excited about, could change the world, also, I think, a little bit worried about. Let me go through them. First, artificial intelligence / machine learning. This is the sort of thing you're beginning in a very crude way to see with the Amazon Echo, for instance, with Siri, with Google Assistant. The reason you should be excited about it has the potential to help us in many ways, anticipating human tasks, giving us lots of information. The reason you should be afraid of it is massive collection of data in order to develop the intelligence of these computing systems, and that raises tremendous privacy concerns. The second one, augmented reality, not to be confused with virtual reality. Virtual reality is where you put on a giant headset, you don't see the outside world. That's fine, that's probably a business, it's great for gaming, but the bigger deal is augmented reality, which will eventually fit into glasses just as thin and light as this. You'll be able to look at the real world around you and at the same time see real life looking virtual objects. So the simplest explanation, IKEA has actually already built this, is an app that would allow you to look at your living room and put different pieces of new furniture in different places and move things around and decide, well, gee, I really want that couch. This is the color I want it in. This is the size I want it in. I know it'll fit great here. I can order it. The downside, of course, again, a lot of this is going to be this answer. There's questions of privacy. You're on the grid all the time. There's also questions of hacking and spoofing and people being able to create virtual objects that you just might, if they're good enough, not know are virtual. The third thing is digital health. We already have things like Fitbit and Apple Watch that are helping us with fitness and exercise, but there are even newer iterations of these things coming along. Watch bands for the Apple Watch that would actually act as blood pressure monitors. There's work, not very public work, but there is work going on about non-invasive glucose measurement there's 30 million diabetics and probably another 20 million people who are diabetic and don't know they are. Why should you worry about it? Could raise healthcare costs, probably an uneven distribution of benefits where the rich would get the benefit and everybody else wouldn't. And then, once again, privacy. All of these things have privacy things. Another one, self-driving cars. I don't have to talk too much about it. You all have heard about it. I'll only say it's not going to happen as fast as everybody's predicting. There's lots of regulations that have to be dealt with. There's lots of things that have to be worked out. But I think there will be a future where most cars will be self-driving. The roads will actually be smart and talk to the cars, and the cars will talk to each other. I think you can just think about how much of that is great and how much of that is going to be kind of a nightmare. I mean, none of these things comes without cost. And then robotics is a very important trend. We've seen a lot of small little home robotics, Roombas, suitcases that follow you around the airport. Not crazy about that one. But the big thing is robotics in factories and warehouses and other places of work. Obviously, the benefit of that is much more efficient and faster production and faster fulfillment of orders. The bad part is it's going to displace a lot of humans who currently have those jobs, and we have to figure out what to do about that. And the last thing that you read about every single day is the smart home. The idea that, the house knows when you're there, when you're not there. There's security cameras involved, there's thermostats, everything is smart. You can buy all these things now. If you try to put them together into a coherent system, it's a giant mess. One thing doesn't talk to the other. It's just it's a time suck instead of a time saving, just because it's so hard to keep them all maintained and talking to each other. A lot of work needs to be done on it, but we will eventually have smart homes. These homes won't even necessarily need devices. I mean, I'm not kidding, but I can imagine the concept of smart drywall, smart, flooring that will know how many people are in a room and adjust the temperature accordingly and so on and so forth. So those are the things that are coming, the things to be excited about, the things to be a little bit worried about, and technology just rolls on.